I was talking to Sarah, and we were trying to figure out what makes you such a great writer. Is it your, I don't know, what is...
That's my favorite conversation
yeah,
I've ever
you're
had.
like, I just love people talking about me all the time. But is it, to be a good writer, do you have to be really sensitive to what's going on around you? Are you a voyeur of sorts, you know? And how did you kind of translate that into writing this?
I mean, I think the first job of any writer is to reflect back the world around him or her. And so for me, all I had to do was look around and see these amazing women. And then, you know, they tell you, women are great, they tell you what they're feeling. And then it's your job as a craftsman or somebody who's particularly talented in that way to figure out the way they say it. But I think that I like a balance of light and dark together. It's not enough for me to just have a laugh. I also like to have a tear. So that's the dynasty that I try to set up. And then it's just a matter of trying to find a way to make it fresh and current and not do anything, repeat anything I'd repeated before, which is tough for this, because we did a lot of great work for 6 years. So when I sat down to write the movie, the first thing I thought was, don't do any of that and figure out where they are now. I'm not afraid to try what's next. Maybe that's it.
Was there a lot more freedom for you this time around then, in the sense, because if you don't go back, then if it's all about moving forward and trying something?
Well, it is. I mean, there's always been freedom writing this for me. I've never once sat down to write Sex and the City and felt unfree. What this was about was, it was a great opening of a bigger canvas, but oddly enough limiting, because I had to do it in one seating. Whereas when I would tell a big story like this, I would have 10 hours to do it over 20 episodes. And now I had to find a way to contain it to a very big feast of one sitting. So it was a great challenge. And yeah, I think when you know what you can't do, it calms you down to figuring out, well, what else is there? And then you find that way. Also, I knew that I hadn't told the big unexplained story, what happens to Carrie and Big. So I knew I had a really good unsolved question and an amazing actress to play it.
What was the first table reading like, to bring everybody together and just kind of, I don't know.
The table read was like that feeling of opening a bottle of champagne where there's a big pop, all the excitement comes out, and then it's just relaxed. There was a great flurry of, oh my God, and for everybody, oh my God, they look better than they used to. They look better, you know, and then to hear them read the script for me was so great, because I've had the pleasure of writing for them over the years, and the fun thing is, when you know a character well, it's almost like cutting a dress. It just fits right on them. So for me, it was thrilling, but not as exciting as seeing them on the street the first time, because there were 300 people there too, and they were in the clothes and the heels, and they came clomping down like show ponies. It was really fun.
Final question. The dress is, I mean, insane. What was it like watching a parade of just costume after costume?
You know, filmmaking can be very exhausting, and you're doing a lot of heavy lifting all day long, worrying about machinery and time. And then I would look over and I'd see a blue dress that I'd never imagined. That color was so beautiful, and it was like smelling salts. The colors did to me while filming it what it does to the audience. It's just really exciting, and you can't believe that it keeps coming on. It never stops. It's a feast.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Thanks. My pleasure.